I Want More Comics and Games presents New Comic Book Day November 19th, 2025. Round 2 of the biggest crossover event of the year is here. Batman Deadpool has arrived. Titans 29 and Justice League Red 4 have our DC KO tie-ins. And Catwoman continues. From the pages of Imperial Nova gets a new ongoing series called Centurion. Spider-Man is featured in a holiday special one-shot. It's X-Men vs. X-Men in the new miniseries X-Men of Apocalypse. Robert Kirkman's Capes gets a director's cut styled refresh. Tyler Kirkham brings us high-octane action in Final Boss. Spawn from the Dark Ages gets a new series. The Lion King debuts with a new #1. Harley Quinn and Elvira continue their adventures in issue #2. And Space Ghost hits issue #5. Get what you want and more at iwantmorecomics.com.
Getting stylish on your Tuesday.
I'm looking at all sorts of new stuff.
Welcome one, welcome all. We returned from our brief break.
Yeah.
Richie was deported and came back.
Boom. Can't get rid of me.
He's a wily raccoon. Totally got him. But here we are Tuesday with a new release rack. Is it good? Is it safe?
I have to be over here. I'm looking at our tiny camera.
Oh, yeah,
there.
Yeah. So, new features here and all this. If you're watching us on YouTube, there's a vertical view and all this. I'll tell you that it's better for phones. Desktop is still going to be better on the normal view, but that's the fun. And we just turn around and just click on whatever the technology tells us to do anyway, because we just roll with it.
That's right. We're just going to go with emotions.
I see a list of comics.
Yeah, it's a small week.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think there's a big one coming out at all today. So, we'll try to
just nice and quiet, no big deal.
We'll do our best to talk about things that are coming out. Some early mentions, a bunch of the secondary printings for Absolute Batman are out, including Absolute Evil, which has a pretty cool first appearance for a couple of things in the Absolute universe. But I thought we'd talk about one of the more unique new #1s, and I use new in quotes here, with Image Comics under Capes.
Ah, yes. Is it new? Is it not?
Right. So Capes 2025 #1. This is a redistribution of an original series from the Invincible universe. So everybody that was on Battle Beast might be interested in this, but I wanted to just pump the brakes for a second to talk about what we're really looking at here. It is technically a new #1. But I have to use the word technically because of a lot of the stuff we do know. We do know that it's a reprint, but it has been kind of like zhuzhed up for 2025 with potential a little bit of rewrites, some new illustrations, but mostly it's going to be the same comic that we got back in 2004, 2014, I can't remember.
This is like the George Lucas special edition version.
Yeah, so we're calling it a director's cut for Keith and I's purposes. Yeah. So if that's something that interests you and you just want to be on something that's new, anything, I mean, listen, when it comes to Invincible, I would grab at anything they put out right now. So I'm not saying don't get it. I'm just saying be aware of what you're purchasing.
I think a majority of people have not read this. I think that it was under the radar in the past. Invincible and Walking Dead were going strong, but some of the offshoot stuff did not necessarily grab everybody's attention. This is fantastic that it's available and that you can grab it. But because it is not a slam dunk of new information, we as your comic book drug dealers did not force it down your throats. We are pointing it out. We're making sure that everybody knows what it is and what you can do. But was not pulled unless it was requested. Am I correct there?
That is correct.
Yep.
All right, we can move from there to Marvel and talk about Nova Centurion coming out, a new #1 spiraling from the pages of Imperial, Jonathan Hickman's space opera miniseries. Nova is back, and he is a hero for hire, basically. That's kind of like the journey we're taking through this. I know a lot of people that have been looking for Nova. This is going to be Richard Rider Nova, and it does have a great Frank Miller cover that Keith is highlighting. Thank you, sir.
I brought it because I'm not going to show you. You know the other one that I'm not going to show you today.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. There you go.
We'll talk about that later. But
next up, let's go over to Dark Horse and talk about John Le Carre's The Circus Losing Control. It's a mouthful on the name, and it's pretty hefty on the description. The skinny of it is that it is Matt Kindt doing espionage storytelling with a lot of like whodunit and can you trust anybody. But these are, the circus is a group of Black Ops agents that do high risk, high wire acts of vengeance and hidden behind the shadows of the public to protect everybody. And at the very tip top of this group becomes kind of trying to figure out who's in control and who's not in control. So Matt Kindt's very good at these styles of stories. I'm very interested in it as a Matt Kindt fan, and I thought I would bring a highlight to that as it begins this week.
So original stories from this of John LeClaire's are, or Le Carre's, I'm going to butcher that and walk away.
Yeah.
But it brings up that, again, like people may be familiar with Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. That's all same writer,
yes.
Type of stuff there. It's kind of like, how John Grisham books were a big deal for turning into movies and things like this. This is similar type of putting pieces there. And if you're going to have Matt Kindt at your helm on this, it's probably going to have good delivery.
We'll take a quick break to do a variant runaway with Catwoman number 81, which I think has just a stunning amount of variants that people should be entertained to try to find out which one they like best.
Just start with the A cover, no problem there with Sebastian Fiormama. Mara.
There you go.
Just murdering things today. I don't think I'm here. And then Derek Chew, Frank Cho, and Higginbottom for your other three options there.
Robin Higginbottom is new to me, but I like the style.
Recently, like I've seen a couple pieces popping up. Fits very well for character, fits, tonality. So.
And Frank Cho, if you follow him on your socials, he's doing Franksgiving, where he's releasing a bunch of variants, original works of his own. I highly suggest you check those out. But right here we have his awesome, pen style cross stitch. Next, we're going to SHP Comics for a bit of an adult book. This is Eurotech number 1. It is about just like a tech industry from Silicon Valley. A new CEO is trying to rally just the world of sex robots and sci-fi mishap. So for anybody interested in that starts. I've never heard of SHP Comics, so thought I'd bring a highlight for their new number 1.
Absolutely fantastic, tribute to the old style of comics like this and tying it into the new stuff there with, again,
yes.
Please, baby, run away with me tomorrow. Alarm set for 7:00. Just absolutely spot on.
Yeah, this is also my nightmare comic for when I'm checking for damages.
Oh yeah,
they just hurt me really bad. So
good luck.
We can talk about this one, but I feel like I've talked about it a lot. I feel like it got delayed, so I'm just going to give it a once over. Mad Cave Studios and Ferocious. This could be just because I brought it up since the catalog, the preview, and I'm doing it now. But this is the story of basically a full-blown village murder. The one survivor has to go to the murderer to be trained to eventually take vengeance. Really cool story. I think it'll be fun. Fun as in really awful and terrible, but it's called Ferocious, and it drops this week.
Nice. 2 great covers on that one. Here's your B for you.
Excellent.
Just stylish.
We'll go from the really awful to some family friendly. In Dynamite Entertainment, I have The Lion King #1 dropping. Dynamite and Disney have a really great symbiotic relationship with their 4-part series that they kind of like basically do 4 or 5 issues, see how it does, and then see if they want to continue it. And that system has been working very well. This is our move into Lion King. So people that were hunting, I think it's time to pick it out.
Yeah, Edwin Gallman doing writing, art, and this main cover. We do have a couple other covers in there, but
so that's what it's going to look like on
the
inside as well. Yeah,
writer and interior is right there. So pretty good.
Do we have the Megan Hetrick variant? I don't know if I saw that. Oh, yeah, I did. I highlighted it. It was so good. Yeah, I just like Megan Hetrick. What do you want?
I have never will have a problem bringing a spotlight to her.
Next up on that family friendly is under Fantagraphics Underground. We have a new Mickey Mouse story with a Phantom Blot's Double Revenge. It's going to be a quick hero story for our mouse, and he has also some backup stories with Goof, Super Goof, which is interesting, but that's for all my Disney heads.
Nice.
Always support all age comics. I think that's how we stay in business. So
very much something that you can trust and give to other, to the young ones and not worry about, is the wrong message or anything like that.
Correct. Now let's go back into some action comics. Both are going to be under Image title. We will discuss the universe we all know, which is Spawn. They're doing a new series called The Dark Ages. Written artist and cover artist is going to be Liam Sharp, who I absolutely adore and think can do amazing work with fantasy and especially like Norse mythology stuff. He's incredible. So this Viking story is going to be great with him behind the ship. This starts now, and anybody that was on Spawn got tied to it if you're on a hold slot.
6-issue miniseries for this one. So some of the other Spawn universes, King Spawn and
like are ongoing, yeah,
this one's planned specifically for 6.
There you go. And then still in Image, we're going to talk about Tyler Kirkham doing his new series called Final Boss. Final Boss is going to be your typical high-octane superhero story, thrilling action. A gentleman gets superpowers and tries to take his superpowers to the next level, doing paid enforcer gigs and participating in street fights.
Yeah, I was forgetting to look, but welcome, Light One. Welcome, John. Do you see
hey, guys.
Chatting with us and all this? Appreciate it. This is an interactive show. Please throw out your opinions and don't tell us we're too wrong, but hey, while we're in Image, because their Image has got 2 titles also that are probably on Richie's list for a little bit later on.
Yeah, might as well talk about them. You're right.
Have huge homage covers here. And,
yes.
Lost Fantasy has been doing video game homage covers. It's been popular there. I know that Final Fantasy fans have been very positive about the different ones that show up there. I am more of a Zelda fan, so my side is taken care of this time with Breath of the Wild cover on that.
Yes.
Which Final Fantasy is this, Richie? Do you know?
10, I think.
10? Okay.
Or no. Hold on. 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
The other one is No Man's Land here. Simon Gernansky's one. This great A cover anyway, but the Thing B cover on that will definitely tug at some old heartstrings there for your old horror fans, John Carpenter kind of guys.
Oh no, I was right. It was 10.
It was 10.
Yeah.
Yep. Mambo's confirming, and
thanks, buddy.
I figure half the chat knows that answer anyway. So what do you have next?
Next I have from there, we could talk about a little Christmas cheer. I think the first of the year. Marvel's jumping the gun with Spider-Man's Holiday Spectacular.
Ignore that. Old timers. I was trying to skip around and not spoil the end of the show. Here we go.
So yeah, this is just going to be one of the
You're
things.
Not wrong anyway, because it's not in Marvel, is it?
Yeah, you're correct. It's in DC. This one here is going to be one of the harder things to order. So if you want it and you did not order it, now is the time to get on it. But these are holiday specials that I know actually a lot of people collect. They have a Christmas section for their PC, and this one is going to be Marvel's first one. It's going to be a bunch of anthology stories about holidays and what superheroes do during it.
Let's see here, John. Do we have the 1/4 of the Final Fantasy still? We might have additional prints of number 1. The variants on Lost Fantasy have been selling out pretty well. What you're looking for, if you want to look on the website for what we do have in stock, is Lost Fantasy. That will be the series that has all those covers there. So it'll tell you exactly what is in stock that we have. So you can double check for that.
We can hang out in Marvel for just a little bit longer and talk about another big one that I think has really great variants and a very interesting story. And it needs clarification because it's not necessarily part of Age of Revelation. It's kind of side to it, but it's called X-Men of Apocalypse.
It's unrelated.
Yeah.
Because Age of Revelation is a flash forward a couple
in
of
the
years.
Future. Yeah.
And this is bringing us back to, well, the characters from the original Age of Apocalypse are invading current time and jumping here. But this one here, X-Men of Apocalypse #1, huge pre-orders on some of this stuff here. You know, when you look at an Artgerm Rogue cover that is just absolutely amazing. The DWJ up here at the top are the big 1 in 100 virgin versions.
Okay.
But we do have stock on the just the B cover versions here. And then the Fan Yang is such a big deal there.
It really is. It's so good.
Yeah, the Blink is really, really, really strong for that. I mean, there's something for everybody. Joe Mad here, Art Adams, the Mark Brooks continuing his Disney style, John Tyler Christopher on a negative art. It's everything up. So so it's just a monstrous amount of options there for it. But this, we had a 0 issue already. If you missed it, I believe we still got 0 in stock.
I think we do.
But this is the real launch of the story where the characters are coming in right now. So
yeah, and that 0 issue was a unique one where they did the secret drop where there were only 5 of them, and then like a month later we got the actual 0 drop, and now we're finally at issue #1. So
yeah.
All right. I have 2 mangas to talk about, which we don't normally do, but I thought I'd bring a highlight to some #1s that are dropping. Kodansha Comics is doing Drops of God, which is, after reading a little bit about it, feels like One Piece, but it all has to do with wine theme. The uniqueness of this one is that it actually has a live show on Apple TV that is up for an international Emmy. So this is something that's pretty big in Asia and France, and now coming over to the States. But it is about a young man who has a prestigious father who runs the wine industry. He rebels against him and starts his own beer company. His dad dies, and he says, my entire vast fortune is up for you, but you have to go through this wine gauntlet. So a lot of people are really appreciating the story and really enjoying it. So maybe it might interest you.
Live action there. So,
yep. And then over at Seven Seas Entertainment, we have Hooligans #1, and this is punk rock Harry Potter and Full Metal Alchemist for those that anime. It's going to be a group of people that don't want to conform, that are in charge of the mafia, and basically want to build a perfect society against all rules. And they are met with challenges on that. So
cool.
Another interesting one for my magic heads in anime. From there, I think we obviously need to talk about the biggest crossover event of all time, and obviously that's Harley Quinn and Elvira under Dynamite.
Just real obvious.
Yep. There's just a ton of great covers again for this issue, which I think will probably be the theme of the entire release set. A lot of really good ones. I thought the Linsner was amazing.
So far in all the issues, there have been 2 different Amanda Connors, Ben Caldwell, Linsner, and Chad Harden. And those have just, each has their own fan base. Each has a standout reason. I know a couple of people that have to get them all, but this is what we have. This is one of the ones, one of the Dynamite titles that we stocked the deepest because of the variety for it and the fan base that's there. The story is going to be something a little bit of fun with 2 little agents of chaos kind of having a blast right there.
Madhouse, yes. All right. And from there, we will finally move on to what I know everybody wants to talk about, which is truly the second round of the greatest crossover of all time. We finally get our next DC Marvel team up, with this time being Batman Deadpool #1. Another one-shot series, but it's going to have a ton of other stories in the back, written by a ton of amazing people, and variant covers that are so good they're going to fill up the entire rack this evening.
Yeah, I will also say the other thing that DC chose to do here that I found interesting and I don't hate, there is no ratio variant on this. Every variant was an open order, kept more affordable. Nobody had to. I think the most expensive one you get to is the foil at $10.99 for that. Starts at $7.99, $8.99 on most of the rest of the stuff. We brought in blanks on this, like we've talked in the past. We don't always bring in blanks, but this one makes a lot of sense because they're, when you have that crossover, it's something that easily you could work with an artist to turn around and get something really cool put on that. But you can see here just this all-star lineup. Alexander Lozano, Amanda Connor. I know Richie's got something about if Gambit's going to charge up the big card from the Batcave.
I really think that's a great cover, and I'll be honest with you. I think it's going to be a sneak hit because of the Gambit love from Rivals this week. I think that when we kind of introduce superheroes to the masses, it starts highlighting certain things. So a lot of people's algorithm are going to catch this cover out of nowhere. So be on the lookout. If you want that, I'd grab it fast.
Bill Sienkiewicz on the homage, Bruno Redondo hitting characters that make a lot of sense.
Where are my Nightwing fans at?
Dan Mora has got both the main cover, it's in foil, and he's got a different wraparound.
That wraparound is gorgeous.
Quietly, Hayden Sherman, Jay Lee, Jim Chung, Jim Lee Bermejo, Mark Brooks. I think we even continue on to the next page.
I know there's a bunch of 90s kids waiting for a Jim Lee Batman Wolverine cover, and it's finally here. So
yeah, Dragotta, Ryan Sook, Sean Gordon Murphy, and Sosamakia. dare you to find the one that
that one's bad. Sure.
Yeah, you're just a hater at that point in time.
Yeah, genuinely, even the ones like, if I had to rank them, the ones on the bottom when it comes to art are almost to the top when it comes to the team up, and it just makes it a mess. Like, it's too good. Everything is good. They really put the money behind this thing, and I'm very excited for this week for everybody to get and enjoy.
We did go deeper than we did with the first issue because obviously that sold very well. It still does not mean that this is going to be here in a week.
Yeah, if we do make it to the weekend, that means that Keith really did a good job at guessing, how good we're going to do.
And I think we went up 50-60%. Yeah. So I mean, it was sizable. It was a big jump.
Well, that is because even after all of our discussion on the first one, we were sold out before 7. I think before our first close. I think we were dead.
Yeah,
that's how quick these things went. So get on it. Make sure you guys are ready. And I want, especially the people that listen to us every week, to have every comic they want. There's no reason for you not to. If you're listening to us, you will never be one of those people that are worried about like, oh no, is it going to sell out? That's why you're here right now. Grab it.
Nope, we got you covered. It's definitely there. It's available. Have fun. The only one that we are missing, and this is where I was going to make fun of Richie. There's one that we ordered up, but all but a few came in damaged, and the ones that came in that are not damaged already went to the people who pre-purchased.
It's actually a really good example of why you'll see our comic books disappear from ordering to when we receive them. Okay, because if we had put these up, you guys would have bought them and then found out we don't have them, So pre-orders, we just got to wait for our stuff to come in. The damages, they came completely wrecked. So we don't have any available right now. And of course, that is the Frisson variant.
Yeah. Just a little storm, Wonder Woman, no big deal. Nothing at all. And it's real. And
I'm watching you, UPS, watching you.
Extra funny to all of us here, except for Richie, because like I said, we got 3 of the books in good. We had 3 prepaid. Those customers get it. Richie requested at FOC, but he is standing behind, waiting for the replacements. We do expect to see replacements. They probably take 1 to 2 weeks to get here.
That is correct. And I'm happy to watch others get their comic. So
yeah, and please, if you got one of the 3, rub it in on Richie. And
please do. Yes.
Enjoy the fun of it.
All right. That is everything I brought to the table today. I don't think there's a really cool couple trades out there, like Criminal, Bad Weekends hitting their trade from our boys, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, who I love. DC's Finest, Green Lantern came out as well. Civil War is getting its facsimile. We can really quick take a look at the 3rd week of Streetwear if we haven't.
Just
or did you just show it? Okay, cool. There you go. That was important.
Adding in the
Disney,
the Toy Story 30 years homages. I believe there's 5 on the Toy Story, if I remember the count right.
I think that's right. That seems right.
This is the start of them. Like this was the first week. So those are available there. We do stock that stuff on the rack for that. I know I've already had 1 or 2 1 in 50s sell earlier this afternoon when this turned on for the
Streetwear.
Yep. Yeah. So
I think it's starting to pick up heat, which is typical.
Yeah, people are kind of chasing there and all this, but I know Light One always tunes in and all this, and we'll give him his free solicit up there and all this. I'm pretty sure Light One already has this ordered up and all this, but it's Rogue,
and it's awesome
out there. So I think that like you said, the heat's picking up a little bit on those. Age of, again, using our filters on the side to get to exactly what you want and all this. Where's the crossover event? Yeah, so DCKO this week is, as mentioned in the video, was Justice League Red and Titans. Those are your 2 issues to make sure that you're on for that. Brett, was G.I. Joe damaged? G.I. Joe was the other one that was damaged. It was a box that took a hit. Main issues of G.I. Joe, we have partial fills for people who turned around and are on the order for it. And then we will fill the rest of it when we get the replacements. That one we expect to have no problem at all with that. But yes, the main issue of G.I. Joe is missing from the website because
great question.
Yep, it's not already sold out. It's just it got UPS'd. And then here for Age of Revelation, that again the crossover that we're talking about, that everything's five years in the future, and the world's not such a great place. Last Wolverine, Omega Kids, Radioactive Spider-Man, Unbreakable X-Men, and Book of Revelations are all out this week. Heavy week for this one. This event doesn't continue through the end of the year.
That is correct. All right.
So, I think that makes us a show.
I believe it does.
We have definitely covered that. Please feel free to log into the website. Take a look. And again, from the top, it's shop, new releases this week. That'll get you to this page. Feel free to browse, to plan ahead. But oh, wait, all of it works live that you could turn around and buy directly on there. Reserve your copies while still in stock. Because I will tell you already today, this in-stock number does go down a little bit as people buy us out of things. We encourage you guys to get in line and get in line fast. So
that's correct.
Thank you, one and all who have been with us. It's fun to do the show. It's always good to turn around and chat the comics up. And we will be back. Tomorrow is, as scheduled, the
stream sale.
Yeah, there's a word. Stream sale this week, and on Friday at noon, Set and Focus. This show this week will be about DC Annual, the set that came out earlier this year, before we rinse and repeat and start all again next week.
Fantastic. I'm going to keep looking at all these cool Batman metal cards you have over here.
Yeah, like some pretty fun stuff there, huh?
Yes, I'm enjoying it.
There'll be a little bit of Batman metal coming back in this week. We get blasters this week, so there will be some available at the shop for people to grab. But it's fun. It's a blast. Thank you, one. Thank you all. And we will see you again.
I Want More Comics and Games presents New Comic Book Day November 19th, 20, 25. Round 2 of the biggest crossover event of the year is here. Batman Deadpool has arrived. Titans 29 and Justice League Red 4 have our DC KO tie-ins. And Catwoman continues. From the pages of Imperial Nova gets a new ongoing series called Centurion. Spider-Man is featured in a holiday special one-shot. It's X-Men vs. X-Men in the new miniseries X-Men of Apocalypse. Robert Kirkman's Capes gets a director's cut styled refresh. Tyler Kirkham brings us high-octane action in Final Boss. Spawn from the Dark Ages gets a new series. The Lion King debuts with a new #1. Harley Quinn and Elvira continue their adventures in issue #2. And Space Ghost hits issue #5. Get what you want and more at iwantmorecomics.com.